No.
I'd give you an apology, JB, but it'd go over your head. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Short jokes for last week. We've grown since then.
You haven't.
My God, he hit that one out of the park.
Welcome to This Week in MTG with your hosts Matt Olson, JB, and Danny Oakstad.
Hello and welcome, Magic Folk, to episode number 86 of...
Is it 86, Matt?
It is 86.
Is it, Matt?
Is it?
Wait, did you guys change the fucking number?
Got him!
Sons of bitches, you did this on purpose.
We were even talking about it as you were walking in the room and you didn't even question.
Am I supposed to pay attention to
He's
you guys as you
oblivious.
talk?
He's oblivious to a lot of things.
We were like, hey, do it quick. He's coming back in. He's walking by right now. Wait, only do it once. Only do it in one spot. And you're just like, I'm Matt.
Well, I forgot that he didn't put the actual number within the actual text. So it's like, oh, only do it one spot. Because he used to put, like, in the words, he used to put the episode number. So he'd read it and didn't get incorrect rather than going up to the one spot and come back.
You literally were standing right there when we said it.
You were.
Like, right next to him.
So, Matt, let's take that over again. Take number 14.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome, Magic Folk, to episode number 85 of This Week in MTG.
It's improvement. It's an improvement. He's got the words correct.
Your tone was terrible. We need to retake that,
Big
sir.
step.
Hello and welcome, Magic Folk, to episode number 85 of This Week in MTG, your aggregate news source for all things Magic the Gathering. We are your hosts. I'm Matt. Over there we have Danny.
Are you Matt?
We got JB in studio as well. Hello, JB.
Hi.
And we have OG This Week in MTG host, one of the originals, Bacon Man. Or do you want
a long time ago.
Long time. It's been.
Somewhat original.
It's coming up to 2 years.
I did the after party.
Were you only in the after party? I thought you were
I
in the
was
normal
mainly
episodes
in
too.
the after party, but then I did
You
some of the.
You took over for co-hosting because you were co-hosting when I was on the first time.
Well, yeah,
That was
then
what,
I did
episode
the after
8.
party mostly.
But still, you're here. Welcome.
Thank you.
Speaking of after party, we need to do some after parties or after dark.
I think the last.
I mean, we record after dark.
Well, yes, but I mean actually after dark.
I think the last technical one that we had that was supposed to be the after dark was the WOB episode.
That was bad. That was a bad time.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Shush, that was when I gained my following.
You're very short following.
Better than nothing.
That's what she said.
Trent, did you listen to the WOB episode? WAB.
I did not.
So it was when WAP was becoming a big thing.
Oh no! Oh no!
So instead,
Oh, no.
it means weak ass boggle. WOB. People listening now, go back to that one. That one was actually kind of funny. We were all pretty toasty at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a longer episode, but there's a deck in there somewhere.
Maybe. We may have forgot it. We don't know.
Well, everybody, we're welcome that you decided to we're glad you
Words
decided
are hard
to
for
join
you,
us.
Matt.
They are.
Thank you very much for listening to us.
Have a good night.
My
We're
name's
done.
Matt.
That's all, folks.
Eebity.
I don't know if you know this. Porky Pig was such an underrated character. Such an underrated character. Everyone made fun of him. I bonded with him.
We can tell.
I bond with him every morning at breakfast.
Should we be concerned?
He's got a ball gag in his mouth, you know.
Pesky's wabbits.
It's sitting on my table.
He does have a good mouth, he said.
Really?
You said it. Your words, not mine.
You had to go there?
You brought it up.
You had to
You
go there?
both
I
went
said
there.
nothing about a mouth.
You both went there.
To those wondering about this.
He's
Anyway.
a pig. I eat bacon for breakfast. Okay, that's where
You
I was
could've
going
just
with
said
it,
that, let's
sir.
be
Whoa,
honest.
calm.
You could have just said that. No, I like to do things with pigs in the morning. What?
Oh my god!
What do
no,
you-
I didn't
What
even.
does that even mean?
I didn't even
Well, I
say
like
that.
to bond with them every morning. When you go out to the frickin' pen and put your heads together and say we can do it.
We can only take one episode.
Motivational speech.
We can only take one episode of Black Mirror, and that's Black Mirror, not This Week in MTG. We can't do this here.
I've never seen that show. I don't know.
Then that went way over your head. To the listeners out there that watch Black Mirror, you're
So
welcome for that.
this is
reference.
why Streamlabs follows us on
Right,
every
they're about
episode.
ready to shut us down.
Got a close eye on us. Oh my god. Streamlabs, we love you. Don't fuck us, please. We got news to tell all these awesome people, but before we jump into that, we gotta hear an ad from our sponsor, J-Dubs Sports Cards and Gaming, now.
Thank you for listening to This Week in MTG. If you would like to show support for us, you can check out our amazing sponsor, J-Dubs Sports Cards and Gaming, located in the Westacre Malls in Fargo, North Dakota. They are your one-stop shop for all your Magic purchases. They are always stocked up with Ultra Pro and Dragon Shield sleeves and playmats, Commander Precon decks, plus they have an abundance of booster boxes ranging from Amonkhet to Zendikar. J-Dubs also buys and sells Magic singles at competitive prices. Their display case and binders are full of format staples, hidden gems, and other cards for you to bling out all your decks with. With those cards you just bought or traded for, you can make a Modern or Legacy deck so you can play in the Weekend Discord League. Entrance is $10 and games are played over Spell Table. Links are in the show notes. When you reach out, make sure to let them know the guys over at This Week at MTG sent you. Now let's get back to the episode.
Thank you, J-Dubs, for supporting us. Now, dear listeners, if you guys are interested in supporting us as well, you can go over to our Patreon, check us out. Right now we have 2 tiers where we have a monthly giveaway for both tiers. And right now we're going to be giving away for the $3 tier a pack of Strixhaven, and we haven't figured out the card yet for the tier above. But monthly drawings, when you join into the Patreon, please consider it. If you think the content is worth it, by all means.
Just buy him a Black Lotus.
Maybe once we
That's
hit,
mystical third tier.
Yeah,
maybe once we hit
The one that doesn't exist.
We get to the command zone level.
500,000 viewers a month.
Right.
Yeah, we need to get command
Masters
zone
of modern
numbers.
level.
Smash that like button or whatever they say in YouTube videos.
Yeah.
There we go. You'll do that at some point. That could happen. Get us there.
Smash that subscribe button.
Now, for the breakdown of how this episode is going to be played out for y'all there. First off, as always, we're going to pass you over to the Boggle Desk, where we're going to talk about the past weekend event results and upcoming events. After that, Danny is going to tell us about some BNRs, Blogotogs, if we had any. And we're jumping to the news quickies, which has WotC getting an award, some online Moto Arena announcements, new secret lairs, and a big CFB announcement. From there, we're going to have the finance section, and after that, a hand-selected deck of the week from JB.
Like always, because none of y'all find them.
You don't even do your fucking Boggle Desk work. Calm your tits, sir.
I at least find the deck of the week, sir.
That is your work. That is your job.
Yeah.
And then from there,
Accept it.
Hey.
y'all can go home.
Hey.
They're already home.
Hey.
The joke continues.
Hey, Matt.
What?
You forgot to put the Mana Traders event on here, too.
Look at that. JB actually doing something worthwhile at the Boggles desk.
To those listening to the podcast after the fact, I am fucking stabbing JB with daggers with my eyes right now.
Hey, JB.
Sir.
I mean, I'm seriously surprised that you forgot to put it on there because we were trying to cast it to my TV and everything and watch it live.
Hey, JB, how would you do it on your phone right now?
No. It's more fun to make Matt do it.
Lazy,
This is called payback for all the short jokes.
short-tempered.
But from there, let's pass it over to the Boggle Desk. JB.
Okay, we got another.
Loompa, doompa-dee,
Oh
doom.
my god.
The transition from the start of the podcast to him. Oh my god, just got to do this now. Just have the Oompa Loompa beat going in the background.
Honey, you're missing out.
I'm missing
No.
out.
No. Oh look, more Twitter posts. Matt knows how much I love Twitter posts.
To think, you won't have to worry about that if you did your job.
Fucking Twitter. Keep making those short jokes.
Gladly. Thank you for giving me permission. I would have done it anyways.
Well, then I'm not doing my job. That's how this works. Make short jokes, I don't do my job. All right, so it looks like we've got our standard Strixhaven Week 2 meta snapshot from a Twitter post, because Matt loves to send me Twitter links, even though I hate that damn bird. So we got Sultai Ultimatum is making up 16.1% with a 52.9% overall win rate. Mono Red Aggro is close behind at 11.6% with the same 52.9% win rate. Teamer Adventures is 8.8% with a 52.7% win rate. Demir Rogues is down there at 7.4% with a 46.9% win rate overall. Gruel Adventures is 5.4% with a 51% win rate. Cycling Pyromancer sitting at 5% with a 51.9% win rate. Boros Winota, hate playing against that deck, sitting at 4.9%, 49.1% win rate. Mono White Aggro sitting at 4.3% with a 55.1% win rate. Teamer Luca is sitting at 4.2% with a 50.7% win rate. Nea Spirits is 2.9% with a 58.3% win rate overall. And then the rest of your other whatever you feel like playing decks round out the last 29.5% with a 43% win rate overall.
It still blows my mind that this Jeskai cycling deck is
Still a thing.
still a thing.
Yeah. That Rogues is still a thing. Yeah.
Well, Rogues is just always going to be a thing. Like, I don't know what you
it's
want.
stupid. Stupid.
And the bonkers thing is, like, there's no new cards from Strixhaven that's in this. Let's see, in the sideboard, roughly? I mean, choose your flavor, but it's primarily just all Ikoria cards. Dranith Stinger, Valiant Rescuer, Ironcrag Pyromancer, Flourishing Fox. Like, I don't know how this just, like, came out of nowhere still. It's just, like, a good aggro deck.
Is it though?
It's putting up results. What else do you want, JB?
For it to not put up results?
I guess take it up with the people that are playing it?
Okay.
And I guess since JB's mentioned Rogues, like, Rogues with Luris is primarily the main thing with this in Standard, so Luris and Rogues go hand in hand.
Do they though? Do they really? Okay, so
Tell us about that Mana Traders Challenge, or Mana Traders event.
Oh, we're not gonna cover the CFB Pro Showdown at all then?
Well, just talk, like, I put those links in there for, like, the decks that were getting talked about in the data dump there.
Oh, well, fine.
Use it as a reference
piss on the
point.
Pro Showdown then. I don't care about CFB. CFB can suck it. Sorry if you're listening, CFB.
God, no way that they are.
Right?
You know, the small fish that people don't want to fry, we're worse than that.
Anyway, let's stop visiting and just keep going.
Right?
If we were on fire, they wouldn't even pee on us. They wouldn't even go out.
Isn't Matt safe word like infect or something like that?
Wait. Are you making
What?
fun of Infect?
Yeah, Infect sucks.
Calm down.
Yep, it does. Let's go.
No.
Are you down with the sickness?
Oh, wow.
Oh, now we're just copyrighted. Now we're just cut off.
Yeah. Now we're screwed.
Way to go, Matt.
Way to go, Matt. God damn it.
Demonetized. Way to go.
God damn it.
Yep, Streamlabs is gonna shut us down.
Oh, my God. Well, to be fair, we're not monetized already, so.
Well, technically we are. We have Patreon, sir.
But that's not through Twitch.
Oh, well, yeah, true.
Yeah, we're not getting ads.
Okay, so anyway, we had a Mana Traders event that,
Infects.
that
Did we?
that
Did we?
that finished this weekend, and the format was Legacy. I didn't play in it because I couldn't rent anything because, good lord, it's way too expensive. So anyway, we had. Oh Jesus Christ! Come on.
Words are hard.
I
No,
mean,
it's
any deck, legacy deck.
There we go. There it is. Okay. So it looks like our top 8. First place we had Sandy Osh. Doesn't say what deck they're playing though.
Yeah, it does. It's
Where?
Sultai
Where do you see that?
Omnitel.
Oh, ha ha ha. My phone doesn't tell me. I got to scroll over. Okay, so yeah, there you go. He's playing Sultai Omnitel. Okay, in the second place we had Lynn Chalice with Green White Depths.
Yep.
Yes. Deck after my own heart. I wanted to build that deck actually. And then next up we had Blue Red Delver
Well, 4-color Delver.
Sure. It's named Blue Red Delver, sir.
Yeah, where's the black in this deck? Because I clicked on the link. It does not have any black or green.
Right.
I'm assuming they're just giving it 4 colors because of the land base.
Right, that could be. So then we have Miracles in 4th place. 5th place was Teamer Delver. 6th place was Mono Red Prison. 7th place was Blue Red Burn. And 8th place we had Lands.
That Omnitel was crushing it with 100% player match 1 percentage. 100 fucking %.
Mm-hmm. He went 3-0. Completely crushed.
So the gist with the Omnitel, in case we have non-legacy followers in this, is you get Omniscience out with a card called Show and Tell, which is 2 and a blue. Each player may choose an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land in their hand and put that permanent into play. So then you do that and you cast everything in your hand for free. Because Omniscience. Because you play Omniscience, and then you may cast spells from your hand without paying your mana cost. And you just kind of like ding stomp. It has Grizzlebrand, Emrakul's. So, yeah, 100%.
Brutal, bro.
Totally brutal. Do you want to talk about the Modern Challenge?
Nope.
Okay, good enough. All right, so that'll do it for your event results.
It says only talk if we have time.
Right,
We
well,
clearly
that's
have
why I
no
asked.
time.
So, upcoming events. We have your F&M at home is boring old standard.
Yeah, nothing special about that.
Yep.
Just standard.
Just boring old standard. Have you guys done the F&M at home anytime recently?
Friday.
Oh.
Yeah. With the Mr. Beast, do you think
Yeah.
you played against Mr. Beast?
Probably not.
So we're not,
He's still sitting here, sir. So obviously he didn't.
so we're not getting 25K to the podcast.
No.
Because that's what you do with that 25K, right? You just,
Actually, it'd probably be like 12.
Right, yeah, after taxes.
you'd put 12 into the podcast, right?
No.
What?
I need a new car.
No, you don't.
You buy a car for $1,000.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to buy my silver bullet? It's sitting in Sam's garage right now.
No.
It's good.
The car's worse than mine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You just got to change the rear passenger hub.
Everything.
Yeah, they have
Worse than mine.
Probably needs an oil change. It's been sitting for a bit. New gas. New
It's
gas in there as
smaller
well.
than mine. I'm not going for it.
You'll be good. You'll be fine.
No. No.
You'll be fine.
Nope.
But no, I have not played an F&M home in a long time.
Right? I haven't either. It's been a really long time.
Ugh.
Because Arena sucks.
Trent, do you play F&M at homes on Arena?
No, I do not. No.
There's your
Right?
overall
How are
answer,
these
listeners.
things a thing still? Like,
People love them. Well, I mean, I'd love to see the numbers. How big of an influx the
Not
F&M at
that
home
much.
happened just because of Mr. Beast.
right?
Well, it's with the FMN homes, like the one that they had this last weekend with Mr. Beast, you had 5 decks pre-made that you get to choose from. Those ones I understand are a little bit more fair rather than those who are like, oh, hey, let's FMN at home historic. Okay, well, you play...
Historic Brawl.
Yeah, historic brawl, like decks that
Brawl.
decks that people don't play or the formats that people don't play. Like you have to make a deck for that format that you have no knowledge in. It's like, okay, well, I'm just throwing cards in this deck and see how it does. So you have to play your 8 games to get your 2 wins, or 16 games to get your 2 wins. Like, well, that's no fun. But
Yeah, Arena's stupid. I don't play it that much anymore.
I like it when they do the omniscience one, or the one where you sack a card to get land. Those ones,
Momir Vig.
yeah, there we go. And then like this last weekend, which was pre-made decks that you just chose from, and like you can play until whatever, but still the fact that it's pre-made, so everyone's playing the same decks. It's just, I don't know. I think it's better. It's almost like a sealed event, but it's not.
Right. More on...
It's fair. It's fair playing grounds, really.
yeah, because it would kind of suck to just continuously play against Mill or Mono Red.
Exactly.
Right.
So, but then again, I'm also that dick that plays mono red aggro or mono white kill you.
hypocrite!
But
You're just a dick in general, though. That's the thing.
yeah, I am. It's how I play against Matt. I have to be.
Right?
Whoa.
Matt, you made me this person. You made me this. You made me become this Magic player.
I do not put the bar that high.
Yes, you do, sir.
Call me your tits.
This is the guy who played Infect.
Oh my god.
In Standard. And plays it in Modern.
You sick son of a bitch.
Who plays it in EDH.
All right, to be fair, I would play Infect in Modern, to be honest with you.
You sick son of a bitch.
Yeah, man. Trent and I, we were
I
talking
would-
about that mono green Infect deck that's coming.
Yes, turn 2 Infect for the win.
No.
See, I'm more
No.
turn 4 win red.
Well, it just
But-
sucks to be you then.
It's alright.
No, it's not.
I'll just bolt your 1/1s.
I mean,
Good luck
there's
with that.
plenty of
one.
things to keep it safe.
We have Blossoming Defense and we have Snakeskin Veil. You know that
Yep.
Active negate.
that too. Probably not as much, but we'd lose. But we have it as well.
That's fine. I'll just shock you for 12.
JB, what other big news do we have in upcoming events?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah, no. More arena stuff. Yay. So,
Yay!
Sounds so thrilled for some reason.
right? Arena sucks. I hope you're not listening, Watsy.
Hot take.
Right? Yeah, hot take.
They don't give a crap.
Unpopular opinion. Arena sucks. Changed my mind. So,
Okay.
May 8th and 9th, we're going to have an arena open again. And this time
Yay.
it's going to be sealed. It'll be Strixhaven sealed. So,
Ooh.
yay. Whoop-de-doo.
Hey, at least that's fair. It's sealed.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
I can actually do well in sealed. I just don't play.
I don't, because I never get good pools. I get screwed all the time. And then I get screwed on the randomization. That's why I hate arena. No, okay, this tells you something. Okay, I drafted.
How
okay?
to trigger GB.
I did a draft. And I put only 16 lands in because fuck 17. Because I always
Triggered.
get flooded, right?
Triggered.
And no, even with the damn scry lands and being able to scry through my deck, I still drew fucking 8 lands in a goddamn row.
Triggered.
In a 40-card deck.
Triggered.
Still sounds like a you problem.
This is bullshit.
Triggered.
Is this Strixhaven sealed?
Yes, it was a Strixhaven draft. It was
Triggered.
bullshit.
Triggered.
I had 16 cards left when I lost, and they were...
Someone's tilted.
I had 14 lands out between on the battlefield and in my damn hand.
JB, your fuse is showing.
Tilted.
Yes,
Short
I was
fuse.
very fucking tilted because that happened not only once but like 3 times.
Tilted.
I was pissed.
So my mono red deck that I just built, literally like today, I have 25 lands in it. I was playing some pre-testing on Moxfield, and like all 3 games I played, I had 13 lands out by turn 13. I was drawing nothing but lands in my mono red deck.
That sucks. That sucks a lot.
So yeah, it's like, well, great, perfect. So JB, you done yet?
No, sure, go for it. I don't care.
Is your fuse short enough to stop?
Maybe.
So you want to give that gateway or segue over, or what? You can pass the baton.
Do I look like Paul Blart?
It's short enough,
You're terrible.
round enough.
You're terrible. Stop it. Stop it, sir.
You're almost as bald enough.
Read your blog talk. That's what I think about that.
Just scoots to the side.
Don't trip over the doorstep. So, anyways,
He has to hurdle it like he's in the fucking 400-meter
now
dash.
that JB's on his 4-mile walk to the sink, moving along to the blog talks, we have a couple blog talks this week. First comes from Varmac. He asked, or stated, I love the Mystical Archive slot in Strixhaven. Would it be possible to do something similar to with most other sets? Mark replies back, it's something we can, and I believe will, do again, but it's not something we can easily do often. I know a lot of those mysticals look pretty sweet, and it was actually pretty nice to actually not have to buy like collector boosters to get them, since they were in all packs.
Well, the thing is with the Mystical Archives is the best way to think about them is that they are the showcase cards, essentially, of whatever set they are. So it makes sense that they do them. It's just instead of like doing current cards that are printed as standard in the showcase
Yep.
frames, it's like they're doing reprints.
Yeah,
there
which
instead,
is
which is good.
really sweet.
It's a good way of combining the list and just opening up normal packs without having to worry about getting cards from the list, which we're at like a 1/4
25%.
Yeah, it was like a 25% drop rate or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
To get a set or a card from the list when it came to set boosters. But now with the archive cards or whatever they can continue calling them in the future, they'll just be in all packs. Set boosters, they'll get more of them, but draft boosters, they'll get them still.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Mystical Archives, it's more of a showcase, but for previous cards from other sets, obviously. We move along to the next blog talk. Comes from Bob in Things. Yes, as far as evergreen mechanics go, would you say Vigilance has a lot of untapped potential?
Ba-da-dum-dum.
Dad jokes.
Way to go, Bob.
That was absolutely terrible.
That was that's.
Why would you share this, Danny?
Because I'm a dad. It's a dad joke.
Tell us what Mark replied.
Smiley face.
It's so good. That's all he said. It's so good. Bob and Things, if you ever listen to this podcast, please contact us. We'd love to have you for our dad joke down that we are unceremoniously planning at some undisclaimed time.
We have no idea what he's talking about.
Wait, all three of you are dads, and you need help doing dad jokes?
No. We want to do a magic dad joke podcast. You know the thing where it's like the sit down, try not to make each other laugh, and they tell jokes and stuff in front of each other. Yep. We wanted to do that with us. And one of the previous guest hosts on here, Big G, he is also a dad. And we were talking about it on a podcast, like one of our episodes like a month and a half ago or whatever.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, and because he was filling in for Danny. And we're like, we got to do this. So, Trent, if you're down for just jokes in general.
I'm always down for jokes. I'm not a dad, so.
It's all right.
You still tell, like, dad jokes are not just limited to dads. Anybody can tell a dad joke.
Well, yeah. Tell a mean short joke to JB.
It'd go over his head.
You get double points.
That's the third time we made that joke today.
Keeps getting better every single time.
Does it, though? Does it age like fine wine, or do you just want to try and find new material? For the length of how many of these jokes are, like, new material can be brought up every, like, inch or two.
Every inch or two? Jeez.
That's still too long for JB. So anyways, we're moving along to the news. Moving along with the news, we go back to JB as he discusses what?
So, Wizards of the Coast was named Extra Life Partner of the Year. They've been recognized for their extraordinary commitment to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals through fundraising and awareness initiatives. More than $1.6 million was raised in 2020. Well, I don't know. It just says 202, damn it.
It's 2020. Because obviously 2021 isn't
That's
over
what,
yet.
all it said was 202. I don't fucking know. I just read.
It's Matt. He can't type.
I just read.
No, hold on. Before we continue this, Trent, did you fuck with me there?
I did not fuck with that one.
Okay, Jimmy, continue.
Yeah, so more than $1.6 million was raised in 2020 through the D&D and Magic community. This includes the Secret Lair drop Extra Life. The donations raised through WotC will be going to Wizards of the Coast Autism Center Development Fund at Seattle Children's Hospitals.
The Extra Life drop was the one with the Teferi's Protection, Consecrated Sphinx, Collective Company, and Amulet of Vigor. That all had children depicted in the art.
Yep.
To those that need to be refreshed.
You remember that one time that somebody made special art for the Teferi's Protection?
That was a whole thing that we talked about, and people were fucking so upset about that. It's like they can't.
Yeah, let's just move along.
Yeah, before
let's move along before we have that 30-minute tangent.
Here.
What was that, Trent?
So move along before you step over the boundary here again.
Yep, the line is drawn. So we have some arena announcements. WotC has a few things to bring up in this arena announcement. First is to mitigate any confusion with the Mystical Archive cards when it comes to opening them up in the in arena. Though appearing in the top center spot, typically where the rare cards are appear when you open up a draft or just a normal booster pack. When you open up a pack in Arena, it pops up to 7 and the center is like right there. So that's where the Mystical Archive card will be appearing, but it is replacing a common slot, not a rare or a mythic slot. So do not be worried when that shows up. You're still going to get your rare and mythic along with that Mystical Archive card. Also, if anyone who did not receive their store purchased or rewards when Strixhaven came out, you should be compensated by the end of this week. If not, we'll share a link in the description down below so you can get a hold of WotC to let them know. Also in these notes, there are some other bug fixes that were mentioned in the article with this update.
Awesome. Well, MTGO updates. Next in the cookies, we have a few MTGO updates to inform you about the Strixhaven alternative play options are as followed. April 28th, new to the Spotlight Cube series will be a Pioneer Cube of shorts. May 5th will be Emma Handy's Proliferate Cube. May 12th, Legacy Cube returns for 2 weeks. There will be a scheduled downtime Wednesday, June 2nd at 9 a.m. PT to implement the addition of MH2. A few patch notes are in the updates as well. Link in the description.
That's right. We are coming up to Modern Horizons 2.
Yeah, not that far away. And to those out there that have already heard the leaks that have happened there, we don't really talk leaks on the episode until they're official. But God, if those are the leaks, damn, that's spicy.
Oh, I haven't seen anything.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay.
I have not either.
Live Google.
Moving along, we have Strixhaven School of Mages update bulletin. This article is posted on 20th of April by Jess Dunks. It reads, hello everyone. I'm Jess Dunks, the new rules manager of 4Magic. I'm excited to welcome you to the first day of classes, and along with it, my first bulletin update. Actually, it's our first update bulletin, because I read words differently. This will give you an initial look and brief explanation of the rules changes and card updates that are occurring for Strixhaven School of Mages. Once they're live, you can check them out on the rules page and in Gatherer. And let's get started. Just a quick few ones. So we all know Magecraft has now joined the list of ability words. Rule 400.11b. Sometimes life teaches you lessons, and sometimes those lessons are cards. We've brought in the game. Sometimes the lesson wasn't good enough, and we decided to pick up our cards and go shuffle up for a new game. This rule now clarifies that cards I brought into a multiplayer game leave the game with me when this happens.
That's surprising to me. I thought that was always a thing. Like when it comes to especially the EDH. When you play games, if a player was knocked out and there was an enchantment that they controlled but enchanted on an opponent's creature, if that player got knocked out, I thought that enchantment was gone too.
My understanding for this is, so lessons are from outside of the game. So a lesson could be anywhere from a sorcery to an enchantment. So once you're reshuffling the game, that card isn't shuffled into the deck, it's just put back in the sideboard. Would be my understanding. It's like, hey, it's not included in the 60 card deck, so it's outside the game. But yeah, I know I get what you're saying now too. But usually when you're playing 60-card deck, you're not playing 4-player, you're playing 1v1.
Right.
But anyway, just going through all this. Wow, there's so many.
This was on me.
Yeah, way to go, Matt.
I didn't type out the ones that, honestly, again, this is on me for thinking that you guys would click the links ahead of time.
Yeah, right? What the fuck were you thinking, Matt? Clearly, you just weren't.
Why would we do that?
Mana value and activate only as. Those ones I thought were pretty important. And then
okay. I'll read that one too, Matt.
And then the
this is just a lot of editing for you, Matt.
Not this whole spot is going to be nice snipping done.
So which one? You obviously want the activate, and which other one?
The mana value is now officially implemented into the rulings and stuff.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was in my section.
Wow.
That is enough for all of you. Gosh.
Hold on.
No,
No, that's in that's in the Oracle changes.
Yeah, fuck you. Taking away my shit.
I just read that.
Oh, one time you're happy to do something on the podcast, JB.
Finally picking up something, carrying on his shoulders.
Shots fired.
The shoulders aren't that far off the ground. We can all pick that up, no problem.
Right?
Well, it's the only thing he could lift.
He's not an ant strength kind of guy.
Anyway,
Strength
so
mentality.
now rule numbers 602.5 D through F. These are the rules that handle the phrases activate only as a sorcery and activate only as an instance. 602.5 F was added to clarify the cards with the old text have received errata.
So those are the things where it's like only activate as a sorcery. It'll just be activate as a sorcery. It saves up on space in the text boxes and stuff like that.
Yo.
Why would we do that? Because apparently full text cards are cool.
Oh, we're going to
So-
cover that here in a bit.
So those are great cards. Leave them alone.
No, they're
Whoa,
not.
We know Danny's stance on this right now.
They're just hilarious to be like, hey, those are for lol cards.
JB, give us some of those Oracle changes now.
Oh, now I get to talk. Okay, fine.
We'll let you get up to the mic and actually talk.
I need a step stool first.
We'll just bring the mic to you. We'll hold it down to the floor.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are terrible. Okay, so first up, we've got a bunch of Oracle changes. First one is mana value.
We're horrible.
Start that part again. I clapped there.
Why? You're fucking terrible. God damn it.
It took you so long to push that burp out. It doesn't have
I
that long
know.
to travel.
God damn it. You guys are fucking assholes.
It's got a low center of gravity.
I don't like you anymore.
It's okay. I'm okay with that.
You say that every week, but yet you show up
You guys are
every
all
week.
assholes. I don't know why I do this anymore.
Because it's a night away from your kids.
Because it's habit. That's what it is.
All the free beer you
Fucking
can
habit.
drink,
Right?
you know it's worth it.
All right, so anyway, first change, mana value.
Is
I
it?
think is the stupidest thing ever.
Oh,
But
I mean,
whatever.
it just shortens converted mana cost to mana value. Less words,
I-
more space. For
I
shit.
personally, I hate mana value.
Yes.
Really?
I
Mana,
would
mana
much
value is
rather have
dumb.
CMC.
Yes.
Well, CMC is like the shorthand that
Don't care.
in
Don't
franchise
care. I
players.
would rather have it be converted mana cost than mana value.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure,
I
like
personally hate that.
all of us in franchise players, we're still gonna call it CMC. It's way better than just
Yeah.
saying like mana value, because like if you like just make mana value into letters, it's MV. It's like I don't know. It doesn't feel as right as
CMC rolls the
CMC.
tongue a lot better than MV.
Exactly, 100%. But like on the cards, it's just now mana value. But
Mhm.
everybody's still going to know it as CMC. Like, if we put a poll out, I am more than positive everybody's going to be like, CMC is the way to go. Like, that's the way
Yes.
that I'm always going to say it as.
So,
Mana
with-
value confuses the fuck out of me, especially on Arena now.
so
Because everything's changed on Arena.
with I just being devil's advocate, mana value, it's an easier term to teach someone to play with mana value rather
Is
than
it though?
CMC.
Is it though?
Yeah.
The fact that
Is it
it's less
though?
words, more like mana value. If you show a card, it's like, what's the mana value on this? It's like, okay, 5 plus whatever the cost is. Like converted mana cost, that I guess I can understand where it's like, okay, so the converted mana cost is like, what? You got to think about it for a little bit longer. Then what's the mana
Okay.
value?
Now we're getting a conspiracy because now we're talking about one freaking word.
Right?
Alright.
One
Here
goddamn
we are.
word.
I'm
The
just
freaking lazy people. Instead of saying converted mana cost, we're just gonna say, oh, mana value because it saves one freaking word.
That's how you'll be able to
that's-
tell
that's
the
actually
new
like-
players from the old
it's
players.
like 3 syllables.
Okay, converted mana cost is 6. Mana value is 4. So there's 2 syllable
Fine.
difference.
2.
But then you got CMC, which is 3, which is what a lot of people would be saying. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, when we'd be talking about cards, like, further into the episode, with Deck of the Week or with the finance section where we talk about the CMC of the cards, like, we're going to be saying CMC instead of, like, mana value. We apologize for that. If people don't understand, we'll gladly clarify it each and every time. But,
which we do already.
yes. But, yeah.
It'll always be CMC.
Yeah, we're
Sorry.
I don't know. We're just
Sorry.
the old
Fuck
guard
mana
that knows.
value.
It's
Get
like
that
one
shirt.
of the,
You get a shirt made that says "will always be a CMC."
Right? There you go, another hashtag on our shirt that Danny can spell wrong.
No, it's not a hashtag. It's just like we just get a shirt that says it's always CMC. There we go. Oh man, we got to get these shirts out at some point. Danny,
Right.
you got to come over one night and we got to work on this together.
It's the mystical third tier Patreon.
I'll just give you the login for this shit, and I'll take my credit card off it. You can just do whatever you want.
Right?
You're not going to pay for this?
No.
Danny.
Those weren't cheap shirts.
But you only got 3.
Yeah, because they're gifts to you guys.
They cost less if you buy more.
Yeah, they do. They do. But I don't have money to spend for more shirts.
Well, how big was JB's shirt? It had to be like a triple extra small. You're not buying for Matt, who needs like a 12X.
It was more printing than shirt for JB, but it's still...
You remember that
same value?
You remember the part in Cinderella, the Disney movie, where the mice are sewing her dress? Like,
yep.
It took a whole song sequence to do that, and they'd get on the first note for JB, and it's just like, it's done.
I'd give it at least 4 notes.
You are considerate, sir. What are they making, like a long-sleeved hoodie that has a pocket in the front?
No, that's 6.
Beard holder in the back.
That's 8 notes.
Okay, so shuffle.
Good transition there, bud.
So
we're just shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
And I'm the one that gets this copyright struck.
Every day we're copyright strike.
Okay, so anyway, they decided that when a card mentions a library and then instructs the same player to shuffle that library, they're not going to mention the library a second time. They issued and added over 700 cards to follow suit, and it's not a functional change. Woohoo.
Yeah. So shuffle your library. It's just shuffle.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
It's there.
It's more. It's just dropping more words because it's fuck library. It's fuck cost. Let's just mana value.
They're taking the words away, so they have more room to make these very texty text boxes.
Yeah, like
what
full
Kelheim
art lands,
been.
Full text lands. God damn it!
Those things are awesome. Leave them alone.
No, they're not.
Has been, Strixhaven has been. They're very wordy sets. Like they gotta they're looking at this as like, okay, these next couple sets we got are gonna have a lot of trying to understand the rules text in there. What can we do to save on a word or two? It's mana value.
It's just
shuffle.
If you look at it, they probably have to start dropping some of these words because they stopped putting the description about what do some of these texts do on the card, like ward or whatever. There's cards out there that just says ward 2. Other cards would be like ward, this creature, this does whatever this does. Stuff like that. But they stopped doing that part.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, are they trying to make shorthand to get more people acclimated to being more entrenched into the game?
Eventually
you have to know what these keywords and stuff are, like ward and what shuffle. Well, I mean, shuffle and mana value, I guess those are the most
No, because eventually they're just gonna have a QR code in the text box and you just fucking go hey, that's what that card does.
That's not IHOP.
IHOP?
Yeah, IHOP stopped giving menus out.
There's actually a couple B-dubs does the same thing.
Well, yeah, but IHOP.
Oh, you just scan the QR code and it gives you the menu?
And it gives you the virtual menu.
Oh my God.
Last time I went to B-dubs, they actually gave menus. Last time at IHOP, they're like, yeah, you have to scan this sticker in the middle of our table because we don't have any menus.
There's a couple other restaurants locally that do that as well.
That has to be for COVID reasons.
It is.
Yep.
It is. But anyways, back on topic. So with the shortening of text and everything, I understand the green words no longer giving the explanation of what they do. So vigilance, you no longer have to oh, this creature does not on tap or doesn't tap while attacking, or haste, or trample, or lifelink. But the new ones ward, I didn't know what ward was until they gave an explanation of it, because that was how long ago did ward come out?
I
thought that was new for Strixhaven, wasn't it?
Yeah, ward is technically new for Strixhaven. What they're doing is ratting the ability of this can't be if this is targeted, it gets countered unless opponent who targets it pays whatever and stuff. So there's Unsettled Mariner, Frost Titan are some of the old OG ones and stuff that do that.
So they just gave an old ability a keyword, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that makes sense. But like for hexproof or like the green words that are the evergreens that are always used makes 100% not to explain them on cards anymore. But yeah, for like the new stuff, obviously getting rid of all those. I'm just guessing that they're are gonna have new keywords or abilities that they're gonna have within the next few sets, especially with D&D coming out.
I will not disagree with you on that.
Because
Because
D&D is gonna have a lot of different abilities on a lot of different cards. They're gonna need a lot of texture for all that.
Yeah, we're not going to have art for those cards.
Yeah, it's gonna be all text. It's
Gotta love those lands.
one name, one mana value, and all text.
Yep.
Oh, sir, you called it wrong.
Well, this seems like
You said mana value. How dare you?
I feel like this is a good part then to well, first off, I guess let's take a look at the recording time. Yeah, we're called a break right here. Welcome back from that little break there. Now let's all those weren't really news quickies, so we gotta. So all those were news quickies, but they lasted a little longer than news quickies.
You know very well none of the quickies ever last as a quickie.
Last week was pretty good with the quickies. We kept all the discussion to the normal news.
As
You
short as
also have an
should be.
extra person here by accident.
So those news quickies were not really quickies at all. We dove into those pretty good at some points.
Did we?
but
Did
yes.
we really?
Next in the news, we have
Didn't miss it?
Wizards announced a new super drop coming out.
Ooh. What's in the super drop?
On the 22nd, Wizards announced their Dr. Lair's Secretorium super drop. They are now available for pre-order at secretlair.com, secretlair.wizards.com now through 9 a.m. Pacific time, May 28th.
So needless to say, if you want to spend $1,000 on 20 Pringles, go for it.
Come on, come on. This is according to their website. See the splendors of Dr. Lair's Secretorium super drop. Gasp in amazement at the bevy of lands raging from... What is that word?
Secretarium.
Move. Let me see.
It's
Move.
Secretarium.
That one.
Oh, that one.
I know Secretarium. Sesquipedalian. Sesquipedalian.
Yeah, Sesquipedalian.
We are not Scrabble players, if you couldn't tell.
So anyway,
We'll go with that, Sesquipedalian.
See unbelievable spells borrowed from Strixhaven School's famous mystical archives, plus live music. Ready to choose from new cadres of Secret Lair cards that delight? Look through the options below. Between 9 a.m. April 26th, which is going on today, to May 28th, pre-order all the wonders before you. So the first off, they have their Culture Shocks, which are the Shards of Alara color combination of Shocklands, with new art and flavor text on these Shocklands. Hallowed Fountain, Breeding Pool, Temple Garden, Watery Grave, Godless Shrine, Steam Vents, Blood Crypt, Overgrown Tomb, Stomping Grounds, and Sacred Foundry, and Temple Garden?
mm-hmm.
Those are all the lands. So yeah, each of them are depicted in different regions throughout the multiverse. We have Overgrown Tomb, which takes place in the world of Conspiracy, Stomping Ground, which takes place in the world of Tarkir, Watery Grave, which is in Ixalan, Steam Vents, which is in Dominaria, Godless Shrine, which is in Amonkhet, Hallowed Fountain, which I'm assuming is the Battle Bond World. I don't know the name of that one off the top of my head. Breeding Pool is from New Phyrexia or Mirrodin. So all those come in the shards of Bant, Esper, Grixis, Jund, and Nea. All of them come in a normal and a foil option of, you can get them normally at $29.99 or the foil one at $39.99.
Pringle or non-Pringle?
Yeah, those are your choices. Next in the Secret Lair Super Drop is this one's kind of goofy. We hinted at it a little bit earlier.
Did we?
The full text lands.
Yes.
Trent, have you seen these things online?
I have.
Yeah,
I have seen them.
These are the
I
new
started
D&D
reading.
basic
I
lands.
got to the end of the first sentence, and I said, "All right, I'm done."
Right?
Okay. So picture, for all of our listeners out there, I'm hoping you've seen this already, but if you haven't, picture a normal size Magic card and take out the art and just extend the text. It's just straight up text in all of these.
So,
Like I said earlier, these lands are for beginners, so they know how lands work. They tell everyone how to tap their lands.
if you don't know how lands work, you shouldn't be playing the game. Just saying.
Well, JB, those who have never played it don't know how to tap lands, so they're trying to learn.
No,
These cards tell them what to do.
What I'm gonna tell y'all now, hot take:
Are you?
don't buy this drop because these are gonna be the basics in the D&D set.
Oh my god.
I would love that.
They're not going to be the basics in the D&D set. First off, these are going to be the lands that are going to be super expensive. Like, imagine what full art lands were at the beginning of full art lands when they became a thing.
Yep.
They're wanting these cards were super high. And people are going to want these just purely for the meme value.
Exactly.
The meme.
I'll tell you right now, if I had a chance, I would buy them just for the meme value to have in my deck.
See?
I would.
Case and point.
That's the thing. I wouldn't even put these in the deck. I'd literally just frame them.
Oh my
No,
god!
I would-
wouldn't
I
do
would-
I'd
that.
put 'em
frame
in the
them and then put them on the wall. Just
Hit up Frame the Game to frame your cards.
I've got better things that I could spend $30 on. I'm just saying,
Like what? Food? Yeah, right.
like anything,
Dude, pay
anything.
$40
is better
more
than
right now.
this.
5,
His pants are
4,
$5 a
3,
piece,
2,
so-
1. Yeah, that's so.
$40 in food for JB will last him like 6 months. He's a small guy. He doesn't need that much food to live.
I mean, you're not wrong.
or like 15 pairs of kids' pants.
JB, you want to quickly tell us the story?
No, I'm not telling this damn story because it happened more than fucking once.
I know, tell us the story.
No.
Can I guess?
His kids wear
It
bigger
sounds
pants.
Yes.
like he went to Baby Gap and bought some pants and they fit just well.
No, he
No.
went to a normal store looking for his size. And they're like, you should check the kids section. They'll probably have your size there.
Right next to the purses.
We'll give you these little coveralls.
A free pair of Dickies next to it.
JB, do your cowboy boots light up too? Oh my god. JB, I love you. I'm so sorry.
Your free bonnet.
They come with stickers.
They're scratch and sniff.
I'm a big boy now.
Mommy promises you can get a kids meal at McDonald's.
To those just listening to the podcast, JB has the face of, I'm done with all your bullshit. But it's so fucking good.
Is it though? Is it really?
It is. Are we all laughing except for you? Yes, we are. That is
You know, if you have to laugh at your own jokes, they're not funny.
no.
We're laughing
I'm-
at each other's jokes.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I was just
No,
There's three of us here laughing.
No, you're not.
Majority
No.
rules. These jokes are good.
No, they suck.
Next in the Secret Lair Drop series, we have titled Our show is on Friday. Can you make it?
No.
By the time you hear this, it's over.
All right.
Because that was actually today it dropped.
Yeah, but it's still going to the 28th.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, all these are. It's a super drop.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
So in this set, they chose artists that are known for making concert posters and stuff. So the art is very reminiscent of that of Party Hard, Shred Harder, borderless, full art.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
These are sick cards, man.
Right?
We
I
have
love them.
Nature's Lore, Wrath of God, Gamble, Decree of Pain, and Preordain in this. And this is also as well in... This is only in non-foil. There's no foil of this one.
Oh my god, I want Preordained so bad.
That Preordain's really good. That Preordain is so good. This one, so this whole drop was like kind of aimed towards Commander players. All these cards are very Commander playable. Nature's Lore, Wrath of God, Preordain, Decree of Pain, Gamble. Like, decks want to play these cards.
Those cards are absolutely sick if you're looking for something off the wall. These are just amazing. Wrath of God. Oh my god.
Yeah, Wrath of God is so good.
So Keegan and I were just talking about these earlier.
Okay.
Because he ordered some of these like right away.
Did he really? Which
11
one?
o'clock.
Was it the...
He ordered 3 of the... I think he ordered 3 of the our shows on Friday. And then he ordered a couple of the next set of the next one too.
Okay.
But I think I'm picking up one of them of the our shows on Friday from him, just because I don't have money right now. I don't want to miss it. But I'm thinking of actually putting this with Party Hard and Shred Harder, putting in the same frame.
That'd be good. They'd
Yeah,
look very well
so-
together.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, we were talking about it, and it's like, yeah, Nature's Lore would look absolutely sick foil if it was just the feathers, like the gold feathers, and then like the flowers around it. And then also Preordained would look sick as a foil if it was only the right side that was foiled.
This one is non-foiled.
Yep, I know that. But I'm just saying if it was to be foiled,
Okay.
only the right side of Preordained would be foil.
So, to those listening, if you haven't seen it yet, picture the Mr. Nintendo head from like Game & Watch era and stuff, like triangles and stuff.
The links will be in the
shapes.
descriptions. Go check them out, and
Seriously, do.
yeah, you'll want to buy them.
Next up,
So, guys, I have some bad news for you.
what's that?
Channel Fireball will no longer sell MTG or Pokemon.
Yes, that is happening. You jumping ahead before the Mystical
Oh.
Archive drops?
I thought we were already there. I thought this was what I was talking about.
He's just trying to get this show going.
Well, no, we were looking at the things. I was like, oh, this is where we're at right here.
No, we're still
The
we're,
next one.
we're still on Secret Layers.
Yeah, we got one more, and that's the Strixhaven. Then you can
Oh.
transition us into there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
No, you're good.
That was a great transition. Otherwise,
Damn.
Way to visit us.
hold that on. Hold that thought, Danny. Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
Next up in the super drop, we
You're the
have
one who was talking.
Strixhaven. These are the Mystical Archive cards. There are 6 cards in this bundle. Fire Covenant, Fractured Identity, Fracturing Gust, All Is Dust, Artifact Mutation, and Drown in the Lock. These have a foil and non-foil of $29.99, or the foil, which is $39.99. The main reason why they didn't print these into, according to a Good Morning Magic done by Gavin DeFairhay, the reason why they didn't print these ones, these are the opposing color combinations that Strixhaven doesn't have. There's no Azorius Guild or School and Selesnya School and stuff like that. So it would potentially throw people off when it came to drafting this set. But the arts on these cards look good. It's Mystical Archive style where it has the border. Looks really good. And then overall, you can get these in the bundles. They have all the bundles. You can get the contents of all the Shocklands for $119.
120. It's $119.99. So might as well say 120
$119.99, including tax. Going to be more.
plus tax.
You have the Voracious Reader bundle
I want it.
for non-foil of $239, you get 10 of the full text land cards. And then for $319.99, you get them in a foil version. The main event bundle, you get one of each Culture Shocks, Bant, Esper, Grixis, Nea, Jund, and you get one full text lands and one full text foil lands. You get one Our Show is on Friday, Can You Make It? And then you get one foil Strixhaven and one just normal Strixhaven for $259 total.
But you also get MTG Arena redemptions for one card or one single use code for one Showcase Strixhaven themed sleeve, which may be available for separate purchase in MTG Arena later on.
It's the Fire Covenant art.
Yeah, it's pretty sick art.
So if you pre-order with your Wizards account to celebrate, some lucky logged-in users will get a little something extra with their pre-order. Specifically, 1,000 customers who place orders during the Dr. Lair Secretorium Super Drop will receive a promo Arcbound Ravager with their drops. So yeah, currently the Secret Lair drops are going on from now again to May 28th. If any of these interest you at all, links down in the description below. Click them, buy them. Be a happy Magic player.
Yep, what he said. So Bakeman, what were you going on about earlier?
Well, apparently the world's falling apart right now because
done.
It's like to snow, in months that it's not supposed to, and B, Channel Fireball has decided no longer to sell Magic the Gathering cards or Pokemon.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a big thing.
It's huge.
And why is that?
There's no link here. Here's a link.
Yes, it's that underlined part.
There was an underlined part at the beginning. Channel Fireball is thrilled to announce its partnership with Good Games, the world's largest chain of tabletop game stores. As part of this exciting partnership, Channel Fireball has agreed to sell its inventory of Magic the Gathering singles to Good Games and will no longer sell Magic or Pokemon singles at the launch of the marketplace. The move marks a major shift for Channel Fireball as it transitions its brand from a primarily
e-commerce.
E-commerce?
Yeah,
okay. They put Magic website to a marketplace brand sponsored by e-commerce websites. So it's kind of huge. They change up the whole logo, and now they're changing up everything about them.
Yeah, they're now going to become, like, the best way to describe it for people who might not understand this is, like, they are now going to be competing with TCG Player as a way to, like what TCG Player does. It has a bunch of stores coming to their marketplace to post cards. It's essentially another card eBay of sorts.
Yeah. Well, along with other venues that or avenues that they're going down.
Yeah.
Because obviously Channel Fireball has been doing like their Commander Days Commander Fests.
Commander Fest, yep.
So they're going down more they're broadening their horizon.
Yeah, not only are they going to be this marketplace for Magic cards, but they are still going to be doing as we talked about last week, their Channel Fireball Pro Plus program memberships where you can get exclusive content of top Channel Fireball Pro members, content creators who talk historic and who talk all these other formats for a price per month. But so they're doing that. They're having a marketplace. They're going to be doing events supposedly when COVID and stuff, COVID restrictions calm down and they can start doing that. But they are becoming like the way that they're positioning themselves is to become the all you need Magic,
the one-stop shop,
right?
With different avenues to go off of once you're there.
They have your articles. Like the way that I see it as is like it's they're going one step above what Star City Games does, because Star City Games, they have their satellites, they had their invitationals and stuff before the pandemic happened, but they themselves were selling singles. They had their events. They had a premium membership.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's different now is like with Channel Fireball, they have their events. They're going to have their restricted articles, but they're going to be a marketplace for everybody to come congregate to sell.
Yep.
So you're going to have brick and mortar stores that have another option outside of eBay and TCG Player to be selling from.
Yep. Well, and also Channel Fireball has that going along with their events. They have the upper hand over Star City Games. The fact that they have their foot into the field of virtual card play too with Spell Table.
I don't know. Well, yeah, with Spell Table, yeah, they got that because of Command Fest. But SCG, they've been doing their satellites pretty much since the pandemic started.
But aren't
And
those
that's competitive play where there's a chance to win.
Aren't those over MTGO though?
Ooh, those are on Arena.
Well, that again is Arena though. The thing is though, yeah, you have to play on Arena, but you can't play with the cards you own. You literally have to that's the downfall of Arena. Like, yeah, people can play Arena online against whatever, but you can't build decks off a deck list. You have to build decks off the cards you have in stock.
Very true.
Unlike MTGO, where you can go out and buy a single
or rent,
Arena is limiting you to whatever the luck of your draw.
Yep, because fuck the wild card system.
Yep, it's either you have to spend hours and hours and hours getting coins so you can buy packs, get those wild cards, or you have to be extremely lucky to get that one card you're looking for or those 4 cards you're looking for. So
I agree 100%.
I don't agree with going with the Arena Opens and all that, because all the pros are just getting all their stuff for free anyway.
Well, the Arena Opens, they're sealed. Like, you pay that, you're all drawing from the same card pool. It's not like the quote unquote play to pay. Or pay to play.
Play to pay.
Play to play. Yes.
Well, it's basically that's what Arena is. You play and play.
But you have with the sealed opens, everybody's on the same footings. Yes, I get the fact of the Arena economy is essentially just shit. We're not the only podcast that's just like talking about Arena economics or whatever the buzzword is of choice.
You see it all over the place. That people are complaining. It's the worst economy for Magic, built by Magic.
The primary cards that you need to be able to compete are rare cards, and rare wild cards are always getting used, and it's never hard. And you actually, it's that gotcha game that's like, yeah, you gotta actually put money into this before you start doing good. Otherwise, you are grinding way more than what you want
for sure.
Hot take of the night here.
The amount of tokens the amount of gold or whatever that you have to acquire. You need 1,000 coins for one pack.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes at least 4 games to acquire enough just to get that much.
And that's
on a good day.
Yeah, that is if you win.
Yeah. If you win, let's say rephrase that. Yeah,
that is if you win those 4 games.
You get bumfuck nothing.
So hot take here.
Hot take
here. Magic Duels is way better than Arena. Fight me.
Ooh, that is a hot take. I did like Magic Duels as well.
But yeah,
it just sounds like Jake's searching for a fight.
I just don't like. I still think the fact that the OG players are rather going to play on Spell Table if they have played virtual, or they're on MTGO, which is still OG technically because it's the first of its kind. But yeah, I just don't understand why you have Arena tournaments for like mainstream when you have capability of playing on Spell Table.
Digital play is more appealing to the eye. Spell Table definitely captures that corner market of playing with
with
your
friends.
physical cards, not just your friends, but physical cards.
Yep.
That way you don't like. There's so many people that don't want to go into Moto because it's going to cost money to get into Moto.
Oh yeah, it is.
People play on Arena and they're only doing the free to play version. They're not going to put any money, but because they're playing the free to play, they can't compete.
It's a way, yeah.
Whatever level the pros are, or anybody that's above silver. Like if you got a free to play, you could probably compete with people in bronze and silver. But anything above that, you're actually going to have to essentially put money in. Like, I mean, yes, there's people on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok that are all just like, I made it to platinum and I didn't put any money into this. Like, okay, good for you.
But how many hours did you put in?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
To those out there listening to us, we're all pretty like casual when it comes to Magic. We don't put 40 hours a week into Magic.
No. I think the highest I ever made was gold tier 4.
I made it to platinum a couple times, but that's it.
And then that's when I was playing hard with my mono white Soul Sister deck.
Right.
Soul Sister. Not Soul Sisters. Soul Sister.
I was grinding pretty hard to get to platinum.
Yeah, it was.
And even then, I think the highest I made was platinum tier 3, and I got bounced out right away back down to 4.
Yep.
So I like.
Yeah, you just win that one game to get you up there, like, hey, got it, and then next time you just got dick stomped.
Yep.
No. Yeah, I made up to. I think I made a tier 3 at like one game, and it's like, yep, got knocked down. It's like, yep, and then next time we got knocked down even more. It's like, yeah, this is That was start of quarantine. It's like I didn't have anything else to do.
Right.
I was getting paid to stay at home. And then I bought Mox Diamond, which I still don't have.
PSA.
They're getting quicker.
Yeah.
They see that article? They bought the digital grading system.
Did we talk about that last
No,
week?
we didn't.
Did I miss to put that in?
I don't think we talked about it because it was after the podcast. I saw the article that they bought a digital gaming or a digital grading system that's going to make it a lot faster for them. And it looks like remember from the article, the system is actually going to have is going to be like a digital stamp to the card. So if the card were ever to come back into the system to get graded, it will recognize it from either any kind of misprint or anything on it. Like, it's literally going to take a picture of this card, have it in its system for the rest of its life, and if it were ever to come back for regrading, it'll bring it back up where it's like, hey, this is what it was before, and with this, whatever faults, and just go from there. So if the card were to be stolen or anything, it'd just be probably like, hey, this card was stolen if it was printed. Like, hey, I have a 9/8 card that got stolen. If it were to be going for sale again, a 9/8's probably going to be put through a registry.
That's only if it gets sent back to. Well, I mean, I guess I don't do. PSA and Beckett, because this is all through PSA itself. It's not Beckett.
Yeah, it's just PSA.
GC. It's all PSA that has this.
But
we'll probably talk about it more next week.
Don't those like any of the PSA like auctions? Don't PSA actually go there and make sure that card is what it's supposed to be? Like,
I've never had to deal with
isn't
that.
Isn't a representative from PSA at the auction or
looking
over the auction?
I feel like that's. I feel like that's a lot more money than what PSA wants to be throwing into just like random card sales.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah. We'll pull up the article. Maybe we'll talk about it more next week.
But yeah, I saw the article, I think, on like Thursday.
But
forgot to save it.
But to put a pin in it, CFB no longer going to be selling singles. They're doing it all through their marketplace.
Good for them.
We talked about
less work.
We talked about last week that if you have any CFB credit saved into their account, it'll be available to use throughout anybody who joins the CFB marketplace. So you don't have to worry about losing your credit.
Yay! What's next on the article or next on the list?
I feel like that's a good transition over to the weekly winners.
Yay.
Let's try and run through this fast here. First off, because, man, we're really good, like, way over time. First off, in the weekly winners, which is an article written to us, not to us, but to everybody on mtgstocks.com. They talk about 3 cards that move up in price, 3 cards that move down in price. And let's jump into that right now. First off, we have Life Gift, which is a green 2 enchantment that reads, Whenever a land enters the battlefield, you may gain 1 life. This card has only had 1 printing, and that is from Betrayers of Kamigawa. It's jumped up 721%, now sitting at $16.99. So anybody who has just a stack of bulk rare cards, this is a bulk rare from Betrayers that has jumped up significantly, because just last month you could get them for like $1. But this card has moved up in price primarily due to Dina, Soul Steeper, green, black, 1/3, legendary creature, Dryad Druid. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Pay 1, sack another creature. Dina gets +X/+0 till end of turn, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. So whenever you play a land, you gain a life. Dina activates and you drain someone's life. So the synergy there is very good. But another reason for this card moving up in price is because of the command zone effect. It was mentioned in the video, which is in the link below, at time mark 18 minutes 22 seconds, which is the Strixhaven traditional commander review.
Hey, man, it's not just your lands that enter, it's any land. Any land.
Oh, yeah. So
Your opponent lands to activate this. That's why it's gone up. It's a green version of your traditional Extinguished Blood, Sanguine Bond combo.
Yeah,
it's just another activation of that combo.
And both those cards are Exquisite Blood has only been printed once or twice. I think it has a.
No, it's once.
It doesn't have
I
a
got
mystery.
printed in Jumpstart too.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, I suppose. So it was originally 1, but then Jumpstart came out and has now 2.
But still, super expensive.
Yep.
With the other
Both
piece
of
of it,
them are.
Sanguine Bond is way cheaper than Exquisite Blood.
Well, it's been printed.
Sanguine Bond is like $1, not even, and Exquisite Blood is like 50.
Sanguine Bond's been printed 5 times, and
at
there's
uncommon.
and there's also like 4 or 5 different alternative cards to do the same thing.
Right. There's no other alternative cards for Exquisite Blood.
Nope, there is not.
Yep.
So
anything that doesn't
I mean, hell, they put Sanguine Bond in freaking precons.
they made
Vito Sanguine Bond.
I was just about
Right,
to say.
but they put Sanguine Bond in the Witherbloom precon.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, no, it's a cheap version for the infinite combo. Well, it's the cheaper half of the infinite combo.
Next up in the weekly winners, we have Steely Resolve. This card was only printed in Onslaught. It is green 1. It's an enchantment. As Steely Resolve enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type have Shroud, meaning they can't be the target of spells or abilities, including those that you control. This card has moved up 41%, now chilling at $25.99. So Steely Resolved is a one-of card, and it's speculated that the reason why this card is moving up in price is due to Time Spiral Remastered and the fact that it's very sliver heavy. So one of the reasons is for Commander sliver plays or just like tribal synergies in general. But on top of that, there is a Fringe Legacy Turbo Depths that plays this in the sideboard to protect Merit Lage. And Merit Lage is the land or Dark Depths is the land that makes a Merit Lage token. It's a legendary snow land. Dark Depths enters the battlefield with 10 ice counters. You pay 3, remove an ice counter from it. When Dark Depth has no ice counters on it, you sacrifice. If you do, create a legendary 2020 black avatar creature token with flying and indestructible, name Merit Lage. So if you have Steely Resolve and just name Avatar, it can't be targeted by Swords of Plowshare, which is one of the prominent removal spells in Legacy.
Actually, people put Path to Exile on the boards for Merit Lage over Spirit Link, or not Spirit Link, Swords of Plowshare.
I guess that makes sense. You really don't want your opponent to be gaining 20 life.
No.
Take that basic over that 20.
Just run Strip Mine. Just blow the land up before they can do anything.
Next in the weekly winners, we have Phyrexian Devourer, which is, again, only been printed once in Alliances. It is a 6-mana artifact creature construct that's a 1/1. When Phyrexian Devourer's power is 7 or greater, sacrifice it. has an activated ability of exile the top card of your library, put X +1/+1 counters on Phyrexian Devourer, where X is the exile card's converted mana cost. Again, one printing from Alliances, this card has jumped up 25%, now chilling at $30.99. This card has seen some spikes in past times, but the reason for this right now is due to artifact combos with Layla, the Blade Reforged, new card from Strixhaven Commander Precon, which is red 2/2/2 legendary creature Spirit Warrior with haste. When it attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Whenever you exile one or more cards from your library and or your graveyard, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. So you're exiling cards with Phyrexian Devourer to make that bigger, but also making Phyrexian Devourer bigger. And then the other card that is moving up in price is Thalissa, Fang of Silver Quill. Black-white 2/3/2 legendary vampire wizard that has flying and mentor. When a non-token creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, create X tapped 2/1 white and black inkling creature tokens with flying, where X is the number of counters that it had. So you can put as many counters on this card as you want because it's a 0 activated cost of removing the top card of your library, and you put a +X counter on it, where X is that's converted mana cost. So you can just go through your whole deck. So this is the first time that we hear of the Phyrexian Devourer since it's already featured in a combo with Necrotic Ooze. So if you have Ooze, Phyrexian Devourer, and a Walking Ballista, you can ping everyone. So it's just more synergies with this card. If you have this in your collection, keep an eye out for that. Now, JB, you want to tell us about these cheap pickups we got?
Well, I suppose it's about that time, huh?
It is.
All right, so first up, we have the Commander Legends printing of Rings of Brighthearth. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. This thing is sitting at $5.33. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
For a solid card.
Right. Seeing as what it used to be sitting around that $20, $30 range.
It was
before Commander Legends.
It was well over 30.
Yep, and because it only had the one printing in Lorwyn.
It was pre-selling for $35.82.
The Lorwyn copy is going down to $14 as well.
Oof.
It tanked hardcore since Commander Legends.
Right.
Because, yeah, all-time high of it was $75.
I knew I should have sold it right away. Now I have 3 of them sitting in my binder.
Right, now they ain't worth shit.
Yep.
All right, so next up we have the time-shifted version of Remand from Time Spiraled Remastered, sitting at $6.09. And it looks like that one's still trending down.
Popular modern card. Keep an eye out for that.
And then last but not least, we have Teferi, Master of Time from M21. Let's see, what number is that one? It's just the regular version, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like, what, 276?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so number 276, Teferi, Master of Time, sitting at $10 even. Looks like it's trending down, too. So, yeah. Matt, you want to tell them how they get these cards cheaper?
Yes. You can get these cards cheaper by going over to tcgsniper.com, making an account, putting these cards into your profile, and get notified if it moves up or down in price. So let's say Teferi specifically, you want it to go down lower than $10. You enter the card in, say, I want to be notified when it gets to $7. Then I'll pick that up. And then TCG Sniper will send you notifications when it does drop to that price. If you go over there, sign up for an account, and mention the guys over at This Week in MTG sent you, you will get 3 months free of their Plus program, which will give you 50 cards to enter in at a time. With their normal base one, you get 5, and you can enter those cards in. It's still a good deal, but after 3 months, you're going to look at that and be like, yeah, no, this is good. This is worth checking out.
It's funny, Matt. I use TCG Sniper, and I'm waiting for my Ren and 6 to be $10.
How close are you right now?
It's about 76 right now, so pretty far away.
You've got a while. It's not.
I know.
It's
okay. I have it sniped ready to go as soon as it comes down $10.
That's a wish on a star.
Anything's possible.
That is true.
Now, before we move on to Deck of the Week, quick, I don't know, I just wanted to add this quick thing in here real quick. With Commander 21 coming out in the Dina Soul Steeper deck, the Golgari one, or the Witherbloom deck, there is a card that's been reprinted for the second time ever. The other one was a mystery booster. I don't know if that really counts, but Alhemmerit's Archive. This card is now at a market price of $8.68.
Yeah, you loved it when I used that against you. You're like, whoa, wait, what? That's in there?
Yeah, that card, because it had an all-time high of just shy of $20, and now you can get Alhemmerit's Archive for around $6. Alhemmerit's Archive is a 5-drop legendary artifact. If you would gain life, gain twice that much life. If you would draw a card except the first one you draw in each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. This is a super powerful card. The fact that it was just shy of $20 and now it's like around $6, I don't know. This is Matt's personal pick. I think if you have a chance to get this for like $6, I think it's totally worth it.
So, how high? What's the mana cost on that, or mana value of that?
No, it's CMC.
A mana value of 5.
That's too high for Soul Sister.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much. I don't know. White has ways to ramp now.
What my Soul Sister's my Soul Sister deck's a turn 4.
If you want,
are you talking modern?
Yeah, my modern.
Well,
deck.
yeah, you don't want this in modern.
No, you don't want it in modern.
This
but
is
if you want card
strictly
draw,
a mana card or a commander card,
I suppose.
if you want card draw in that mono white, go for Well of Lost Dreams.
I don't need card draw. Usually,
you say that now.
I usually don't need card draw because you'd be surprised how often I get the God Hand of my 3 lands, my Walking Ballista, or 4 lands, Walking Ballista, Heliod, and Soul Warden.
Jibby, you want to tell us about this week's Deck of the Week?
No, you're better at reading it than I am.
Where's it hard for
I
you
just
guys?
pick it.
You saw pretty colors and they chose it.
Yes, I saw very pretty colors.
Pretty colors.
So this Deck of the Week is from Architect. It's called Abzan Drain.
Siege Rhino!
User Splanadin made this deck.
S-Paladin.
S-Paladin. Thank you.
Or Spaladin.
They made this deck. I'm looking at this, and I don't know why
making fun of his name.
JP necessarily chose this. Primary cards that are of notice here are Thragtusk, green 4, 5/3 beast. When it ETBs, gain 5 life. When it LTBs, you make a 3/3 beast creature token. You have Siege Rhino, which is Abzan 1 for a 4/5 Rhino with trample. It ETBs, each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life. You got a Serrated Scorpion, black 1/2 Scorpion. When it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. You have Marauding Blight Priest, black 2, 3/2 Vampire Cleric. When you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. You have a these are all playsets so far and this one is Cliffhaven Vampire, black white 2 for a 2/4 Vampire Warrior ally, flying. When you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Those are all your creatures. There's 20 creatures total. There are 2 Planeswalkers. And those are Garruk, Primal Hunter, green 2 for a 3 loyalty Garruk. You have a +1 of create a 3/3 beast creature token, a -3 of draw card equal to the greatest power among creatures you control, and a -6 of create a 6/6 green worm creature token for each land you control. There are a playset of Blood for Bones, which are black 3 sorcery, an additional cost to cast this spell, sack creature. Return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then return another creature from your graveyard to your hand. Also, we have Nature Spiral, a playset, green 1 sorcery, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. There are 4 Grasps of Darkness, black instant, target creature gets -4 till end of turn. There are 26 lands in here as well. So it looks like the gist of this deck is, seriously, unfortunately, is
Gain life, kill them.
Yep, life drain, baby. Life drain.
It's really, I don't know, in my opinion, it's rough to look at this deck and have such a high converted mana cost or high mana value of this whole deck and absolutely,
Okay, sir.
absolutely no ramps.
Triggered.
It's fucking budget. You've been yelling at me for how many weeks? Because you haven't done a budget deck. We're supposed to be
Triggered.
doing budget decks. So I pick a fucking budget deck, and then this deck sucks.
Okay, first off, sir,
Triggered.
I gave you the chance to read this deck.
Triggered.
You can pick your own fucking decks from now on, sir.
I will.
Triggered.
Anyways, this deck is, as JB was saying, is budget. It's $33.41. But again, the sheer fact that it's like there's no explores. Like you could trade out Blood for Bones, like cut 2 of those, cut 2 time spirals, because you're returning things from your graveyard. You have no ways to be milling yourself to be gaining value from these cards.
But it's also
Have explore.
But here's the thing, though. I understand why they do it this way, because a lot of the things that they have are immediate targets.
Siege Rhino, 4 mana. Thrag Tusk, 5 mana. Cliffhaven Vampire, 4 mana. Your 1-drops are a Serrated Scorpion. When it dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. The fact it's like no one's going to be pushing that, no one's going to be bolting that, no one's going to be pathing that.
But it's a trump blocker. Once you're
Cool,
up,
you're 1 down and their Tarmogoyf dink stomps you or their Death Shadow dink
just
stomps
saying.
you.
I'm just saying there's cards in there that you'd want to get back.
Yeah, there's always cards you want to be getting back, but like I'm pretty sure Noxious Revival is a card that's a little more than 25 cents. I'll be honest, because thank you, Commander. But again, if you're going to be wanting cards like Blood for Bones and Nature's Spiral in your deck, you're going to be wanting to fill your graveyard. Have some more self-mill cards.
It's a starter deck.
I won't disagree with that.
Okay.
It's $33.
Half the reasons why I pick decks I do for Deck of the Week is because they have potential or upgrade ability.
Where's it at?
And we can point out upgrade abilities. Like, hey, you can do this instead of this, okay? Instead of just, oh, hey, this is a $1,600 fucking deck. Just play it as is.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is like you can definitely add more self-mill cards into this deck. You have things...
Mr. hating on my fucking deck choices.
I'm not hating on your deck choice. I'm just saying
He's
this
telling
needs
you
ramp.
fucked up.
This needs ramp.
He is. He's like, yeah, your deck sucks.
I'm not saying
Well,
this deck sucks.
ramp is it's basically an automatic with any kind of green deck.
Take out the Greek Primal Hunters.
They have 2 Evolving Wilds, sir. There's fucking ramp right there.
That's not ramp.
That's ramp.
That's mana selection.
They
sir.
have 4 harmonized in the graveyard in their sideboard.
Yeah. And Bloodthirsty Aerialist in the sideboard. Plus Fracture. Fracture is a fucking sick card, dude. I love that card.
Not everyone's an egregious infect player like you, Matt.
This has nothing to do with being an infect player. This is
does.
just having the ability to
Means
ramp
everything.
cards.
It's a goddamn
put
Siege
things-
Rhino deck, sir. Shut up and just read the deck.
I did read the deck.
Everybody loves Siege Rhino. Don't you hate on Siege Rhino?
Siege Rhino is a good card, and there's no doubt about it that in the Magic community, people in Pioneer and Modern would love to have Siege Rhino be effective again like it was in Standard. But
That's our episode, guys. Thank you for all listening.
Right? Thank you for listening to our apparently shitty deck choice.
Well, it was just yours, not ours. Don't throw us under the bus. That was
Oh,
just
I
your-
will.
That was your choice.
I will. Because Matt apparently hates my deck choices.
I don't hate your
Yet
deck
he never
choices.
picks a deck of the week.
They're not blue. Of course he's
I
gonna hate it.
I don't pick a deck of the week due to the fact I gotta be adding in your fucking Boggle Desk
Well,
shit links.
maybe you shouldn't be
Oh
making
my.
short jokes.
Well, Trent, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Are we at the end of the podcast here?
Yeah,
Are we are. Are we still throwing jokes
I
around?
am. We're all short
mean-
right now.
All right, Trent, we're at the end of the
Yes.
podcast. Please, to those that haven't followed you since the beginning of This Week in MTG, what are you doing now? Tell us about it.
Well, ever since we got done doing This Week in MTG, I have been laying low, flying under the radar, just working, bought a house, stuff like that. And then I got this great idea to start my own podcast with a couple friends. And I decided it'd be a fun idea to throw on some conspiracies. Because, conspiracies are fun to talk about. And why not do the ones that nobody really knows about? So, like the Titanic, that it could not be the Titanic on the bottom of the ocean. You got to listen to find out. Other than that, we just kind of joke around and bring out what we think may be facts or not. It's kind of up for you guys to decide. But if you want to check it out, you can hit us up on anywhere you can really listen to podcasts. We are Deep Fried Conspiracies.
Sweet.
I listen to you guys all the time. The your latest episode this week, I fucked up.
Yep.
I fucked. So good.
That's kind of our little specialty thing where we hit a milestone, and it all started out because I didn't want to get sued by Disney, so we decided to do that instead. And it was such a great feedback from people that we thought, well, we'll just do it every once in a while for a little specialty thing. So we hit our 10th episode, and I thought, well, we'll do it another one, because why not?
Well, that's a milestone to getting threatened to be sued by Disney.
Well, I mean, we want to do conspiracies about them, but they don't take too kindly to being talked, I guess, if you want to consider it negatively.
I will definitely put links everywhere that they can find you in the description down below. Highly recommend. It's one of my podcasts I listen to as soon as they come out. I kid you not. I don't want to fangirl over you, Trent, there or anything, but all of them are
Take what I can get.
the dolphin diddling and the fucking
Diddling.
JFK episode.
Yep.
He's
Gotta
only an
respect
hour
your
away.
tax
I'm
money
sure he has room in his
handjobs
bed.
and all those peoples. Here you go.
Birds aren't real. That shit's so
Birds
good.
aren't real.
I feel that there's a good cross line, a Venn diagram of Magic players and conspiracy theorists. So all you out there, if you listen to us,
The new conspiracy theorist card that came out.
yes. Speaking of that, keep tuned in to This Week in MTG. There may be a special Deck Tech episode with conspiracy theorist with Trent coming back.
I have a good idea on where to go.
Perfect.
I can't wait to see this. But yes, links in the description down below. Now, with that, for everybody else, thank you, all you legendary Magic folk, for making it to the end of episode number 85.
Good
85
job, Matt.
of This Week in MTG.
You sure it's not 86?
You can listen to our podcast on Spotify,
Or
Stitcher, Apple
84.
Podcast, Google Play, and any other platform where better podcasts
Retake.
are found. No retakes.
Retake.
We're going to the end of this.
We're going to fuck this up, so you have to retake it.
You can also watch us on YouTube and Twitch. We stream live every Monday nights around 7 to 7:30. And then make sure to subscribe, get notified when when we get live and when episodes get dropped. If you guys want to follow us, everything is tied up in a nice, convenient little link called Linktree/This Week in MTG. So it's linktr.ee/This Week in MTG. There you'll be able to find all of our links to Moxfield, where you can find us on all your podcast platforms. You can find our social medias. Hit us up on all of those. Join the Discord. When you get to there, you can send us any message that you want. We really appreciate any kind of feedback, good or bad. We are striving to be your guys' news podcast. Like, you come to us and we'll tell
Number
you the
one
news.
podcast for everything Magic.
Yes. There we go. Trent, thank you.
I got you.
And finally, make sure to send love over to our amazing sponsor, J-Dub Sports Cards and Gaming. The fact that they're still sponsoring us after we're almost to a whole year of them sponsoring us. It's bonkers to think about. Yeah. It was June, end of June, beginning of July. So we're getting close to that. Maybe we'll do something special for our 1 year sponsorship anniversary.
We still need to get them on.
We do. Josh, I don't know if he listens to this, but we will
Our
get you on.
sponsor does not listen to this.
Well, half your cast doesn't listen to it either.
But anyways, I think that's an episode.
You think that's an episode?
I think so.
Perfect. Well, Magic Folk, thank you. And with that, if you guys have nothing else to say at all,
Nope.
Much love. Peace out.
we will catch you
See ya.
next time.
Arena sucks.
Mommy promises you can get a kids meal at McDonald's.